Hi, I'm Christy with Creations by Christy, and today I'm going to take you inside my scrap studio. This room used to be a bedroom, and it was a good-sized bedroom, but we decided to turn it into my studio. And we ripped out the closets, and we moved our attic up above this ceiling. And when we did that, we decided to add texture to the ceiling since we weren't able to have a lot of color on the walls and such. So we added wallpaper, a textured wallpaper to the ceiling and made it look like a tin ceiling. And just painted it white, and I just love the look. Okay. On this counter, I keep my serger and my embroidery sewing machine. And so I also keep my serger thread and my embroidery thread right above, so it's nice and handy. I keep all the little doodads for the embroidery and sewing machine in the top couple drawers. So when I'm sewing, they're all right there, like all my bobbin threads and needles, stuff like that. So that's all nice and handy to that. But since I've been doing a lot of scrapbooking, I have kind of taken over the area in scrapbooking stuff too. So here's two of my ink pad holders are right here, and then I have all my distress inks over here, and some of my other ink pads. Keep my distress crackle paint up there, and my little applicators, and I keep those on paper towels so I don't get the top of the holder all dirty. An easy way to store your stickles is to put a metal strip underneath your cabinet and then glue a magnet to the bottom of your stickle. And then you can just easily just store them all upside down. That way when you need to use them, the glue is already down at the bottom of the stickle and you're not having to constantly shake it down. So, and you're able to see all your beautiful colors. I have them on both sides of my counter here, and that way I can see everything that I have. And if I have a double, then I just stick it right behind it, like I can, oh, there's a double. So then up here I have all my extra stuff. The ones up in the top ones that I can't reach because I'm a little shorty, I put the stuff that I don't use so much, and then the bottom ones obviously stuff I use all the time, like my Cuttlebug embossing folders and monogram stamper and paintbrushes and stuff like that. So I have those on both sides. And I didn't want to enclose these cabinets because I wanted to be able to pull my stuff out, you know, real easy and be able to move things around. All these are the stamps I use a lot. The wooden stamps that I want to be able to just look at and be able to grab right away. The only fallback is sometimes you grab it and it kind of has a domino effect and then they all kind of fall. These shelves are also we got from Craft Made. And in this drawer is a drawer of glitter. Every girl needs a drawer of glitter. This is all my glitters and flocking. And so that this is nice and easy to use and be able to put away, I keep right in the cabinet next to it, I keep my coffee filters, and I also keep up here, I keep the little tray to be able to get everything all back into the bottles when I'm done using it. Also in this cabinet, I keep my Xyron refills. I buy these when they're on sale or when I have an extra 40% off from Michael's or Joann's. I like to just make sure I'm stocked up because I hate being in the middle of a project and then running out. I also have down here my melting pot and some patterns. In this drawer I have some extra, these are just the, I don't know, no name brand glitters and some extra little glitter things and some glitter glue, stuff like that, just miscellaneous glittering items. In this cabinet I have my small ink pads, so that way all my ink pads are on one side of the room. I know where everything's at. And these are just some miscellaneous larger yarny kind of things that I can use for embellishments. In this one, I have all my large Punch Magic things I haven't found a place for. This is too long. There's Indy coming to check to see what I have in my cabinet. She's always got to be here checking out. Here's some things. I keep these. These are what you buy from the bigger brads. The bigger brads come on here. And I keep them for if I'm going to change a brad. They're real nice to stick in there. I keep my embroidery hoops and stuff in here and stabilizers. And then this cabinet, this drawer, I keep all my alcohol inks and the markers and all that. And then here, I usually keep a craft mat right here, so I'm all ready to ink anytime I feel like it, which is almost daily. Keep my slice up here, which I don't use as often as I should. And I keep my slice stuff down here, and also the Xyron design runner. Oh, you may wonder why I have a mirror on this wall here in between my stamps. And we placed it here so that I could view the TV on the other side of the room when I'd be working at this counter or the other counter that's facing this direction. And because the TV is on the total opposite wall, I can still view it. So right next to this counter, I have this big island here. And in this island, I have... Okay. In this island, I keep... the first cabinet, I have a lot of my long rulers and such. And this cabinet, I love. I searched long and hard to find this cabinet, and I love it because I couldn't find anywhere to keep all my long rulers and such. This drawer has all of my embossing, all my embossing powders and such. And I keep an embossing pad in here. Then this cabinet down here has all of these will kind of put out like a big puzzle, and it covers this entire counter with a cutting mat. So when I'm cutting patterns and such, it works great. These are those little boxes that you would put pictures in, and I use them to store my black embossing powder and my clear embossing powder, and that way it's easy to cover a project. There's a little craft iron. I keep just like miscellaneous. I keep some art paper in here, and I just like the pull-out drawers inside the cabinet. Here's some old 3.5 discs. In this one, I have my embroidery feet and some sewing patterns. And down here I have my Xyron sticker makers. And which, since I have 3 of them, it's nice to be able to pull out the size that I need. In this drawer I keep all my scissors and rotary cutters, and a lot of this is just for sewing, but I like to have it all nice and handy. In this cabinet I have a lot of miscellaneous stuff, some pattern weights, and I keep gloves in here, disposable gloves, so that when I'm making a mess, they're all right here. And just miscellaneous stuff. And then in this big cabinet, I have a lot more just miscellaneous things that, you know, t-shirt transfers and foiling and stuff like that. And I have 2 of the spinner from Making Memories. And this one I keep a lot of my markers and some of my colored pencils that when I'm going to do, you know, just some quick project or something, I have those handy. And I keep miscellaneous things like the daubers and the scoops and stuff in here. And back on here, this came from IKEA. And I keep my scissors hanging from here. I just put a little ribbon on it, and so that my scissors and some tape hangs real nice, and I keep my embossing gun. And then this one holds more pens and all of my tools. And some of my rulers, my shorter rulers, and